All right, good evening, Eagan Wildcat hockey fans, and welcome to Hayes Arena in Apple Valley. Bantam matchup between your Eagan Wildcats in their road blue against Eastview in their home Apple Valley whites, which is confusing, but I'm sure I'll screw that up throughout. Andrew Eddy back in goal, starting in goal for Eagan. Bayless, Stokes back on D, Fiedler, Sizer, and St. Clair on the forward line. Puck here on neutral, Fiedler intercepts. Here comes Liam. Tries to cut to the middle, he's 1-on-3, but puck just rolled off his stick. He turns and dumps it deep. Eastview shoots it all the way down, but that'll come right in on Eddy. Todd back to collect, he reverses. Up to Olsen, nice headman pass. Olsen looking for Larson, hits him. Here comes Larson with speed. Tried to go skate to stick. Olsen had it for a brief second. Back out to neutral. Here comes Larson one more time. Shot pad saved by the goalie. Into the corner it goes, and Apple Valley, Eastview, carries it out. Not the first time I'll make that mistake. Todd hammers his guy into the boards and takes the puck. Eagan gets it out to center. Beckwith pursues Todd on it. Couple of hits here, and Gavin McCollum towards Sizer. Just rolled off his stick, and here comes Eastview. Up to, turned over. Here comes Sizer. He cuts towards the middle. Stokes keeps it in. Backhand by Stokes, hit traffic. Second shot, in on net. The goalie makes the save. So offensive zone face-off here for the Wildcats. McCollum, Sizer, Renner, Stokes, and Bayless. Sizer turnaround shot, glove save. Let's try this again here. Renner and McCollum battling along the boards. Sizer joins the party. Here comes McCollum walking out of the corner with it, but turns it over. Good back check by Sizer. Shot comes in on Eddy. He steers that aside. Stokes collects, and he'll carry. Lucas Stokes up to Sizer. Good pass. Sizer drops it to Bayless. Never a bad idea. Right through the crease towards Renner. Back to the point, Stokes, shot, hit traffic. And Eastview shoots it down, but that'll be short of icing. Bayless goes off the boards towards St. Clair. That hits some traffic. Here comes Eastview. Todd back, he sweeps that aside. Good job by Will, good positioning. Here comes Bayless. Bayless with St. Clair up on the left wing. Derek dances at center, comes in, hard shot, glove save. So another offensive zone face-off for the Wildcats. Fiedler in on the draw. 10:34 to go, first period. Still scoreless. Here comes Eastview, trying to get around Will. Excellent body and positioning. Sauce pass up towards Olsen. That comes out to neutral. Good tip by Olsen to get that out. And off sides as St. Clair was just a step ahead of the play. Nice chip off the boards there by Olsen. I like the zone exit. Fiedler, Olsen, St. Clair, Todd, Putt on the ice for Eagan. Todd upends his guy. Shot right on, save by Eddie. Face off in the Eagan zone to Eddie's blocker side, won by Eastview. Bayless gets in the way of that rush. Shot comes in, Bayless intercepts it again. He tries to get things moving forward. Here he comes, good pass. Derek comes around the right side. He's getting shoved from behind. Good job by Bayless to keep his cool there. That kid was right in his mix. It would have been real easy for Derek to let him have it, but smart move. Back to the point, Bayless. Long shot, glove save once again. Goalie's gloves working early. Face-off controlled by Eastview. Stokes keeps it in. Long shot right on, and that goalie makes another save. That was close to offsides, but Stokes kept it in. Defenseman switch, putt, and Todd on the ice. Egan still without 3 players. Cahill, Chang, and Potts still sidelined with injuries for Egan, so still playing a little shorthanded. Hope those guys are all recovering. Larson face-off near corner. Beckwith centers it. It's still loose. Oh, shot by Renner, saved by the goalie. That was a good save, moving to the right by the Eastview goaltender. Eastview chips it in. Putt retreats to get it. Couple of passes, and here comes Larson. Larson towards Beckwith. Kept in by Chase, centers it. And it comes out of the zone. Todd has it. Todd up towards Noah Putt. Putt tries to get it in. Eastview was changing. Here comes Fiedler. Liam gets around one guy, shot right on. Boy, Egan getting some shots here. A couple of good shifts in a row for the Wildcats. Out to center. And it gets knocked out again. Todd has it. He'll regroup in the Egan zone. Headman pass towards Sizer, but it gets past him. Stokes, good battle, and he wins it. Here comes Stokesy into the zone. Right down the middle, shot, pad save. Behind the net towards Todd at the point. Todd shot, glove save, it's still loose. And it trickles out to center. Fiedler takes it himself. He has McCollum on the right. Fiedler shot right on. So Fiedler, McCollum, and Sizer on the ice. Back to the point. Will keeps it in. Get it deep. Will chips it deep. Good play. McCollum there. Todd switches. Bayless on the ice. Larson also on the ice. Shot out by Eastview. Stokes stays with his guy. Shot comes in front. Bayless intercepts. And here comes Egan. 3-on-2 if they move. Larson to McCollum. McCollum shot. Blocker save. Battle along the far boards. All 3 forwards. Looking for a breakout pass is Eastview. Bayless has other ideas, and here he comes. Let's go. Oh, just a step too far for St. Clair. No icing. Boy, I thought they'd keep icing on that one. Olsen steps over, keeps it in. Behind the net. And here comes Eastview. Derek calmly taps that away. Offsides on Eastview. Face-off controlled by the Wildcats. Putt to Bayless. Bayless goes high off the boards, but it's caught by Eastview. Bayless with it again. Derek carries it, goes off the boards. St. Clair has it. Putt had it for a second. Long shot right on. Eddie makes the save, and he'll cover. So things have opened up a bit for Eagan. Wildcats with 12 shots. Eastview only 5. 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first. But still scoreless, 0-0. Fiedler wins it back towards Todd. He's looking for a headman pass. And that goes all the way down. Past Renner, so that'll be icing on Eagan. I think that's a little set play there that Eagan's working on. Better angle down there?
Yeah, I got feedback from
Oh, gotcha. All right, here comes Eagan. Can't tell who that is. Beckwith. Coming down the left side, look to center towards Renner. Stokes steps up, takes a shot. Goalie makes the save. Beckwith rings it. And that comes out all the way down. Stokes retreats. He'll go back behind Eddie. Stokes still has it. Looking for a headman pass, but that's tipped. Todd pinching in. He's the first one there. Eastview sends it all the way down. Fiedler first on it for the Wildcats. Fiedler to Stokes. Puck still in the Eagan zone. Fiedler down below the goal line. Fiedler, Stokes on it. Todd in front of the net. Beckwith, and I believe that's St. Clair staying high. Here's St. Clair with it. He carries it. Beckwith goes off on a change. St. Clair puck gets knocked off his stick. And here's Eastview into the zone. Oh, he fanned on the shot. Bayless stepped in there. McCollum knocks him off the puck, and here comes Bayless. Bayless getting chased from behind. Bayless and St. Clair. Derek right down the middle. Oh, shot goes through the crease. St. Clair was going right, and the puck went left. Offsides. Offsides, Apple Valley. Boy, St. Clair was in good position. Puck just went the wrong way. .358 to go, first period. Renner, here comes Renner into the zone. Nice defensive poke check there by Eastview. Larson, he gains the blue. Tries to send it over towards Renner. Olsen has it in a little bit of space. Shot hit some traffic in front. Still in the offensive zone. Renner sends it through the crease. Olsen down below the goal line. And he lost it. Here comes Eastview. Excuse me. Shot goes off the stick of putt. Nice deflection there by Noah. And here comes Eagan. Olsen up the right side. Olsen and Larson, they dump it, and they'll go off on a change. Fresh 5 on for Eagan. Todd has the puck. He goes over to Stokes. Stokes carries it left side. Gets it in, but it comes right back out, and that's offsides on Eagan. Joey. Neutral zone face-off here for Liam. Apple Valley, or Eastview, controls. Still loose at center. Oh, nice pass. Stokes was looking for, can't tell who that was on the back door there. That was Beckwith. Good rush by Stokes. Backhand pass just failed. 15 shots for Eagan. Still only 5 for Eastview. Eagan controlling the play, but nothing to show for it yet. Stokes dumps it. Eastview looking to break it out. Intercepted by Sizer. Fiedler. Fiedler with some speed. Gets around one guy. Nice move. Liam, left side. Sizer in front. It rolled off Liam's stick. Eastview has it, looking for a breakout. Todd steps in the way of that. Todd to Stokes. Stokes towards Sizer. He gets it in. Stokes keeps it in at the blue line. Oh, tried another backhand pass, but just fanned on it. Here comes Eastview 2-on-1 with only Todd back. Actually 1-on-1. He looked for the pass, but nobody was there for Eastview. Long shot. Steered aside by Eddie. 90 seconds to go in the period. Physical play here in the corner. Eagan gets it out. Beckwith charging hard on the forecheck, creates a turnover. Chase will carry it out to center and he'll regroup. Good work by 24. Here comes Putt with some good handles. Oh, he gets knocked off the puck. That's going to be a penalty. Eddie to the bench. Eastview touches, and there's the whistle. Never fails. As soon as Eddie gets to the bench, the puck is touched by Eastview. So power play for Eagan. McCollum, Olson, Sizer, Putt, and Bayless on this power play. Only 54 seconds to go in the first period. McCollum on the faceoff. He's tied up. Gets some support back to the point for Putt. Putt, long, low shot, hit a skate in front, and Eastview gets it out and all the way down. Putt loses an edge back behind. Bayless there to help. Up towards St. Clair. Eastview right back down. Here's Putt, 20 seconds to go. Putt into the zone. He gets knocked off the puck, looking for a wraparound. I believe that was McCollum. Gavin still has it. He ran into traffic. Bayless steps in. Big reach of Bayless. Shot hit traffic. And that'll do it for the first period. So Eagan with a sizable advantage in shots, 15-6, but still scoreless. Start of the second period. Fiedler, Larson, Renner, Stokes, and Todd. Eddie still in net to start the second period. Shot all the way down by Eastview, and that'll be icing. Still 1 minute, 2 seconds to go on this power play for the Wildcats. Larson face-off, goalie's glove side. Eagan wins it. Looks to get it back to Todd. Todd has a little bit of space. Fumbled with it. Low backhand. Shot rebound. Todd still on it. Back to the point for Stokes. Stokes got to get it deep. He does. Good job. Renner on it. High slot. Stokes. Oh, we're looking for Todd. Todd wasn't ready. Todd back to Lucas. Lucas back to Todd. Todd's got to walk it in. Shot hit the crossbar. Up into the netting, off the crossbar for Todd. Same group on the ice for Eagan. 38 seconds to go. Larson wins it. Point, Todd. To Stokes. Stokes down to Fiedler. Fiedler looking to go cross ice. Get it back to Will. Will. Scissors for Stokes. To Larson. Larson shot just through the crease. And it gets out. Stokes tips it out of the air. No high stick. Lucas. He'll go behind the net. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Stokes carries it. Stokes into the zone. Avoids a check. Stokes still working on it. Eagan still has it in the zone, but no possession. Penalty is over. Larson steps up and knocks it out of the zone. Todd's got to hustle back. He does. Todd reverses nicely. Creates a little space towards Renner, but he handcuffed him on the pass. Right idea, but need a better pass. Up to Beckwith. He gets knocked off the puck. McCollum intercepts. Puck is in the zone. Beckwith has it. Oh, look, to center it to Gavin. Sizer comes in. Shot hit some traffic. McCollum, good battle. Sizer has it. He's got Beckwith towards the front. Sizer goes back. McCollum gets knocked down in front. Bayless steps in. Shoots it through the crease. Beckwith turnaround slapper went through the crease as well. Boy, Bayless steps up again. Like Groundhog Day. Puck goes off the boards. Nobody there for Eagan. McCollum pushing and shoving. That's offsides on Eagan. Man, Eagan's had some good possession here, but even some good quality shots. But can't find the back of the net thus far through one full period and a few minutes into the second. Back to the point, punt. It was high off the glass, gets past him down into the Eagan zone. Bayless rings it off the boards towards Olsen. Second attempt, gets it out. Bayless, here comes Derek, 1-on-4. He gets checked off the puck. I didn't see what the call was. They calling interference on that hit on Bayless? Something else? I didn't even see it. Oh, it was. Okay. Well, they're calling interference. Must have happened behind the play. Regardless, power play, Wildcats. Todd has it. Long shot. Saved by the goalie. Who's that right in front? I think that's Olsen. Face off controlled. Todd has it again. Lost it. Stokes to Olsen. Olsen looking for Todd on the back door, but it gets intercepted. Player gets around Will. That was a nice move. Stokesy on D. Shot saved by Eddie. So full line change here for the Wildcats. 1:36 to go in the power play. Larson on the faceoff. Eastview wins it. Shot goes well wide. Larson below the goal line to Sizer. Sizer up to Bayless, but it was tipped by Eastview. Egan's got to regroup. Putt has it. Intercepted once again. Renner gets it. Boy, nothing clean here so far on the power play for Egan. Kept in nicely on the backhand by Putt. Eastview tries to chip it out. Bayless keeps it in. And here comes Renner. Renner's shot goes through. Larson. And Eastview tips it up and out of the zone. Sizer on it to Larson. Larson gets around a couple of people. Pass. Oh, Renner looked for him again, but didn't have his stick on the ice. Good passing by Egan. Maybe one too many. We got to get a shot. Larson into the zone again. Bayless backhand goes wide. Bayless kindly takes that player into the boards. Oh, tipped by Bayless. That goes just wide. 5 seconds to go in the penalty to Eastview. And Beckwith regroups to Stokes. Stokes fanned on it. Shot tipped by Stokes. Good job by Lucas to get his stick on that one. And he deflects it up into the net. Joey. Here comes Egan on a potential break. Oh, I thought they were going to call offsides. Here's McCollum. Shot just over the top of the net. Egan's still looking to keep it in. Todd pinches, keeps it in. Todd keeps it in a second time up to Olsen. Olsen goes down. Eastview shoots it all the way down. That'll be icing. Fiedler on the faceoff. Sizer looking for a backhand pass over to St. Clair. That just failed. Comes into the Egan zone. Putt has it. He'll retreat to St. Clair. St. Clair fanned on the clearing attempt. Oh, Eddie steers that aside. Egan's got to get this out. And here comes the Wildcats into the Eastview zone. Where is it? This net in front of us makes it really hard to follow the puck. Rushed by Eastview down the left side. That shot goes wide. That was a hard shot. Here comes Bayless. Eagan looking to be 3-on-1. Bayless into the zone. Goes right. Oh, a little too far in front for Fiedler. Goes off Eastview's skater. That could have been a breakaway. Here they come down the right side. Long shot. Saved by Eddie. So Eddie and Braun switch. Good job by Eddie. Facing 10 shots and giving up 0. So good job, Andrew Eddy. Kevin Braun now in net for the Wildcats. Split duty here. Puck still in the Eagan zone. Todd has it. Always tough for the second goalie to come in cold. Here's Eagan, 2-on-1. Oh, just barely lost it. McCollum into the zone. Gets knocked off his stick. Boy, Eagan had a 2-on-1 chance there, but it just went off the stick, I believe, of Larson. Here's Larson, goes off the boards. Todd tries to pursue. McCollum has it. He's the only one in the zone. He gets around the first guy. Somebody get to the net. McCollum back behind. Lost it. Ring it around the boards. Todd chases. Good body. Todd keeps it in. Pass over to Stokes. Shot tipped in front by an Eastview player. Larson tries to chip it deep, and Eastview just floats it out. Kept in on the skate of Todd. He gets hit. Will gets chopped down. Play goes on. Renner has it below the goal line. What's the call? Net's off? The net conveniently came off. Boy, Eagan with some good zone time there, and the net comes off. 5:28 to go, second period, still 0-0. Fiedler in for the faceoff. Eastview controls. Beckwith battling along the boards. Putt keeps it in. He chips it deep. Olsen hard on the F1. Fiedler along the right side boards. Fiedler and Olsen there. Olsen intercepts that clearing attempt. Boy, Eastview just kind of fumbling around with it. Egan's got to get control and get some shots. Point. Bayless keeps it in. Bayless to Beckwith. Fiedler charging hard towards it. He shoots it towards the net. Bayless keeps it in once again. Just shoots it deep. Forwards change. Good job to get it deep and let the forwards change. Sizer and Stokes, or Sizer and Larson rather, both putting pressure on that puck. Bayless causes a turnover at the blue line. Eagan looking to get it out. Eastview knocks it deep. Putt. Boy, they look to get a big hit on Noah. He sidesteps that one nicely. That's going to be offsides by quite a bit on Eastview. .349 to go, second period. Center ice face-off. Stokes, headman pass to St. Clair. He couldn't handle it. Sizer, Larson, St. Clair up front. Looks like Beckwith back on D now. Shot, goal. Larson. Eagan gets one. Nice hands by Larson. He buries it. Eagan 1. Eastview nothing. Face-off controlled by Eastview. They carry it into the Eagan zone. St. Clair, he'll carry it. Some speed, tries to dump it. That's going to be offsides as Sizer was in ahead of the play. Into the Eastview zone. Oh, right through the crease. Renner was there. Back to the point for Beckwith. Beckwith gets it down deep towards Olson. He gets shoved off the puck. Beckwith keeps it in. Here's McCollum. McCollum gets loose. High slot. Shot just over the top. Renner gets dumped right in front. No call. Eastview. 3-on-2 into the Eagan zone. Bayless drives his guy hard into the boards. Good check by Derek. Nice and clean. Here comes Renner. Renner hard off the receiving end of that other check. He looks to carry it in. McCollum has it. Eastview tries to hit Gavin. They hit each other instead. Beckwith and Bayless coming into the zone. Here's Derek down the right side. Centering it off the side of the net. And there's a whistle. So Putt and Stokes back on defense. Larson, Fiedler, and St. Clair are the forwards. Not sure what the conversation is about here, but between the ref and the Eastview coach. Turnaround shot by Liam, hit a foot. Still in the zone. Larson tries to knock it away. Puck comes into the Eagan zone, but that'll be offsides on Eastview. Larson looking to charge that faceoff forward. St. Clair does. But Eastview gets it right back out. Oh, gamble by Stokes, but he knocks it away. That's always a good gamble when you win the battle. Larson looking to tip it towards the net. Eastview 3-on-1. Only Putt back. Shot steered aside by Braun. Good save, Kevin. And here comes St. Clair with speed down the left side if he can get there. He gets there. Larson in the front. Good defense by Apple Valley. Keeps it away. Putt back at the point. Kept it in. Around to the other side, and that comes all the way out to center where Stokes has it. Stokes to Putt. Putt. Look to pass it forward. Hit a skate. And here comes Eastview into the Eagan zone. Stokes knocks it away momentarily. Eastview sends it to the crease. Still stuck in the Eagan zone, and it finally trickles out. That's offsides. McCollum, Renner, Sizer, Bayless, and Todd on the ice. Bayless, long reach, gets it out to center nicely. Boy, Egan's forecheckers got to get on this puck. Braun settles it down for Will. Will up to Gavin. Sizer tips it forward. 4 seconds, shoot the puck. Oh, and Sizer fanned on it. And right at the end of the second period, shots 20 for Eagan, 12 for Apple Valley. Well, scoreboard is Eagan 1, Apple Valley 0 after 2. Here we go, ready for the third period in Apple Valley. Eagan versus Eastview, 1-0 Wildcats. As we enter the third, puck is down. Putt tries to get it out, can't. Where is it? Beckwith spins with it. And here comes Eagan, 3-on-2 if they go. Fiedler down the left. Shot goes wide. Olsen went down in front. Eastview shoots it all the way down. That will be icing. Larson, offensive zone faceoff. Eagan controls. Here's Larson. Cooper, good hands. Shot just fanned on it. He was all tangled up. Eastview carries it into the Eagan zone. Sizer can't get it out. St. Clair was sent down to the ice. Sizer rotates it to Bayless. Bayless tries the other side, and he gets it out to center. St. Clair flying by that defenseman. Caden left side looking for Sizer in front. Larson sails in for help. Todd puts his guy into the boards, and here comes Eastview into the zone. Nice back check by Sizer. Here's Will Todd. Todd through center. Has Larson on the right if he can get it to him, but he lost it. Eagan looking for a headman pass. That gets shot towards Braun, but it hit traffic. Up towards Todd. He had to turn around, get it to the middle. McCollum had it. Lost it. Todd on it again. Gavin's got to clear. He does. Todd shoots it deep. Forward's got to get in. Gavin does. Todd keeps it in off his knee. Looking for McCollum in front. There it is. It's a goal. Good job by the Wildcats there. McCollum gets the goal. Todd kept that puck in off the shin or his knee, something, on the right side, right in front of us. And got it over to McCollum, who puts it home. 2-0 Eagan early in the third period. Bayless from Putt. Bayless back to Putt. Putt comes up the left side. He'll carry. I like the confident carry. Over to McCollum once again. He still has it. Shot saved by the goalie. It's still loose, but the ref blows the whistle, lost sight of it. Putt having a conversation in front. That line comes off. New line on. Olsen, right wing. Larson, center. Beckwith, left wing. Putt chips it off the boards once, twice. Gets it towards the Eastview blue line. Putt comes into the Eagan zone. Olsen rotates it to Putt. Putt, good headman pass towards Larson. Beckwith had it for a second, and it comes back out to center ice. Eastview into the Eagan zone. Nice poke check by Bayless. Bayless spins around with it at neutral. Into the Eastview zone. He just absolutely destroyed. How is that a penalty? Colin Bayless for an elbow. That's just a big guy penalty there. That's not an elbow. That's just being big, strong, and fast, and everybody else being slow. So penalty to Bayless for an elbow, I guess. Eagan down a man for 2 minutes. Todd with the reverse hit. He's pinned along the board. Sizer up to McCollum just off his stick. Far side shot saved by Braun. Good strong save by Kevin. Like his positioning there. Top of the crease on the left side. 10:47 to play in the third period. 1:46 to go in the Eastview power play. McCollum has it. He'll get it out to neutral ice. Tries to get around a couple of guys. Gavin throws a hit. Stokes with a toe drag. Stokes still has it. Backhand. Where is it? It goes in. I didn't see who got that. Who did? I think so. Okay. I think it's Sizer on the goal. It's hard to tell on that far side. Sizer gets the goal, looks like. He's first through the line on the fist bumps. That's usually a good sign. 3-0 Shorty for the Wildcats. Penalty killers, Fiedler, Olsen, Todd, and Renner. Another save by Braun. Todd supporting in front. Nice save by Kevin. So Stokes and Todd off. Hard to tell with the net who's on here. Renner and Putt. Beckwith has it. He tried to clear, can't. Shot, good stick by Renner. That shot was coming right in on Braun. That was an excellent stick there by Renner. Shot all the way down by Eagan, and that's icing. Under a minute on the power play. Renner, Putt, Beckwith, and Fiedler out for the penalty kill here for Eagan. Fiedler on the far boards, half wall. Eagan can't get it out. Fiedler, he's got it now and he'll get it out. Renner holds up at the blue line. Liam, good patience by Liam. All the way through for Beckwith. Beckwith, good hard shot from the point, and the goalie makes the save. So penalty killer switch. Larson, Olsen, Stokes, and Todd now on the ice for Eagan. Larson face off. Wins it. Tied up. Olsen pursues the puck from behind. Eastview sends it in. Todd chips it. Todd has it, and he gets it out to center. Pressures the puck, forces the dump in. Only 10 seconds to go in the power play for Eastview. Bayless already standing up, looking to exit. Eagan rings it. Bayless to the bench. St. Clair on the ice. Looks like Todd's going to go off on a penalty. What are you doing? Two-minute penalty to Todd here. Sizer, McCollum, Beckwith, and Putt on the ice for Eagan to try and kill off this unnecessary penalty. Shot in on Braun, save, and he covers. .8:36 to play in the final period. Shot goes through. Putt pushes his guy into the boards. Eastview walks away with it. They try to center it. It hits some traffic. Turnaround shot saved by Braun. And Eagan gets it out and down into the Eastview zone. Sizer intercepts a clearing attempt. Oh, backhand pass to McCollum, who scores! Sizer with a beautiful pass. McCollum with a great shot from between the circles. High slot, beats the goalie high. Eagan 4, Apple Valley nothing. Fiedler on the faceoff. Eastview controls, looking for a centering pass. Braun sneaks out to try and cover it. Still loose. That backhand by Eastview hit traffic. Chipped off the boards, but kept in. Bayless back behind. He tries to ring it hard around, and he does. He gets it out. That's offsides, and the ref calls it. So face-off just outside the Eagan blue line. Boys are tangled up. Bayless backhands it to center. Oh, Eastview shoots it right off his own players. Looked like his shoulder high in the back. Bayless carries it in. Gets around everybody. Bayless, shot, save. Rebound, it's still loose. Bayless has it back behind. To Stokes at the point. Looking for a tip shot for Derek in front. That goes through everybody. 20 seconds to go on the Todd penalty. Eastview on the power play just shoots it in. Boy, nobody moving for Eastview. Olsen down the right side. He beats his guy. Gets a shot. Fiedler. Oh, nice sliding save by the Eastview goalie. Boy, no quitting that goalie. That was a nice sliding save going from left to right. I thought that was a sure goal. Penalty to Todd is over. He's back on the ice. 6:45 to go. Pass over to Will. Will loses control, gets it back out to center. Backhand sauce pass to Putt. Putt has it. He'll get it up to St. Clair. Still battling at center. Putt with it. Putt with it a third time. Over to Larson. Larson into the zone. And it gets past Will out to center. 2-on-1 for Eastview. Shot out in front, goes high over Kevin, and Kevin covers it. Smart by Kevin to pounce on that loose puck. Just over 6 minutes to play in the game. 4-0 Eagan. McCollum wins it forward to himself. Renner tries to carry it in. Centering pass and a goal. Sizer again. Is that Sizer or is that Renner? I can't tell. Who got that?
It was Henry. Yeah.
It was. Okay, that's what I thought. Sizer with his second of the day. 5-0 Eagan. Stokes chases for that puck in his own zone. He'll go to Bayless. Bayless looking to carry. He's just setting a few cones up here so he can skate around them. Long shot. Goes high over everybody. Back to center for Derek. Eastview gets it out to center and they try to just dump it in. Oh, dangerously through the crease. Stokes carries that, tries to get it out. Henry turns around and shoots it, still in the Eagan zone, until Stokes backhands it out. Boy, Eastview, not much possession. Every time they get the puck, they're either chipping it or dumping it. Pinned up along the boards. McCollum knocked off. That's a headshot. That's a headshot for sure. Offsides on Eagan as they enter the zone. Apple Valley not happy with the call, but it happened right in front of us. Power play here for Eagan. 4:44 to play in the third. 5-0 Wildcats. Fiedler. Oh, Eagan's all lined up on the wrong side here. I think everybody in the building thought it was on the opposite side. So Putt and Todd back on D. Fiedler, Olson, and I think that's Beckwith as the forwards. Yes, that's Chase. Fiedler steps in. Let's play here. I don't know what we're doing. Back to Putt, gets past him out to center. Noah to Will. Will looking for a one-time pass. Juggles it. Gets it up to Olsen. I don't think that was the intention. Oh, nice hard check there into the Beckwith into the boards. Up top. Shot hit traffic. Todd with it. Gets poked off his stick. Got to get that puck deep. That just cannot happen. Fiedler carries it out of the zone. Into the Eastview zone. Shot. Hit traffic. Beckwith sends it in. Todd on it. To Sizer. Sizer down to Will. Will back to Sizer. Lost it in his skates. Recovers. Stokes to Todd. Todd to Fiedler. Shot hit traffic again. Eastview carries it down into the Eagan zone. They dump it. Couple guys go off on a change. Stokes is going to carry it again. Here comes Lucas. Lucas goes behind. Todd off. Bayless on. Big boy wind up by Bayless. Just fanned on it. Boy, I think he had a stick in the air from the red line. Shot ahead by Eagan. Only 22 seconds to go in the power play for the Wildcats. Larson has it. Good hands by Larson. Looks to get it to Bayless in front. Stokes chips it deep. Larson walks away with it. Good pass over to the other side. Shot off the goalpost. That was Olsen on the shot. He hit the post. Eastview tries to get around Bayless. No easy task. He knocks that away. 2:30 to go in the game. Here comes Derek through neutral. Through everybody. Shot hit the goalie. Rebound. High slot. Tipped out to center. Olsen carries it in, but that's offsides on Eagan. So McCollum, Renner, and Fiedler up front here. Fiedler back to Beckwith, I believe. Yeah, that's Chase. So Beckwith and Todd back at the points here. Eastview carries it in. Todd knocks it away. I think could have been Beckwith that knocked that away too. Couldn't tell who that was. Fiedler on it in his own zone. 1:45 to go in the game. Fiedler reverses towards Renner. Renner to McCollum. Along the boards, Gavin. Couldn't get it in. Renner does. Shot right back out to center. Putt to Todd. Todd, nice pass to McCollum. He gets taken down. Beckwith with some speed. Gets through everybody. Todd chips it deep. Oh, that goes right through the crease. Larson rather, behind. Sizer back at the point. He's looking for the Hattie. Shot towards the net. Saved by the goalie. And Eastview rips it all the way down. That'll be icing with just under a minute to go. Final minute of play. Ozone face-off for the Wildcats. Back to Stokes. Bayless takes it. Bayless, long shot. Glove saved by the goalie. Sizer stays. Cooper comes off. McCollum on for the face-off to Stokes at the point. Stokes sends it low. Sizer pursues. St. Clair also there. Caden battling hard. Caden has it, looking to get it in front. Still loose. Caden hammering at it. Can't get it to go. To Stokes at the point. Stokes, long shot. Saved by the goalie. Sizer and McCollum both battling. Bayless, that 8-foot reach, keeps it in. Oh, good look there by Bayless, but just got past St. Clair. 5 seconds to go. Good job by Eagan to block that. Last second opportunity was a good one for Eastview, but nice defensive recovery. Doesn't let that shot come in on Braun. So a combined shutout for Braun and Eddie today. Both played well. Kevin facing 5 shots, no goals. Eddie faced 10 shots, also no goals. So final score from Apple Valley, Eagan 5, Eastview 0.